How has your sonhood changed? When you're in your 20s, you have a sonhood where you're trying to escape, maybe detach from your parents to become your own man. When you're in your 30s, you have a different reflection of your parents as you may be trying to start your own family or trying to get your own career going. And in your 40s, your sonhood changes because your parents are getting older, but they're still not quite of retirement age. And they get to a place later in life where your sonhood becomes something where your parents are no longer actively engaged in your life, but living their own life, but you're still their son. Are you kinder and gentler to your parents as you get older? Do you hold on to grudges? Do you blame them for things in your youth, the mistakes that they made, that every parent makes? Parents do the best they can with what they've got and who they are, and at the time that they're parenting. Sometimes we're not as kind to our parents as we could be when we're younger. Clearly, when you're a teenager, you're not very kind to your parents, and they get a lot smarter when you get older. I find that the older I get, the kinder I am in thinking about my folks. So my sonhood has changed in that respect. Has your sonhood changed? What kind of son are you now? We answer and ask these questions and more with my podcast, Menfolk Journeys. Visit menfolkjourneys.com. Subscribe or listen on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. You can access the podcast here. We have great conversations with men because, as we know, men can be knuckleheads in public life, but in private life, we can be thoughtful and reflective if we have the right conversation, if we feel comfortable telling our stories. And we all have great stories to share. That's why I started the podcast. Click on the link below, have a listen. Thank you for listening. We're Bid for Larid.